Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about our local hospital and healthcare generally in North Simcoe. My name is George Cornell and I'm the mayor of the Township of Tiny. I just wanted to remind everybody that the four mayors have collectively been working. I know my fellow mayor Scott Warnock suggested behind the scenes. I think we are behind the scenes, but we're also publicly very engaged in this matter and very concerned about the outcomes. I personally attended all four of the public meetings where the recommendations from the operational review that was done at our hospital were presented, and I certainly heard loud and clear the concerns from our residents and from the doctors. And it just reinforces the need for us as mayors to be involved and to be engaged. We were elected to represent our communities and the concerns of the residents within our communities. I also heard from the hospital in terms of their commitment to work through the recommendations, and in particular with regards to the recommendations around clinical services. They undertook to create subcommittees, which will have a makeup of a variety of folks to review the recommendations and to provide solutions to those recommendations to the hospital board. And I understand the timing of that is the end of May. I also understand that the hospital has accepted some assistance from Dr. Keith Rose, who is a retired medical professional and hospital executive, and who in fact is spending some time here in the Township of Tiny. It's imperative that the public stay engaged. Our hospital is the cornerstone to our healthcare in our community and an important factor in the economic viability of our community. Like many of you, I and my wife gave consideration to the quality of healthcare in this area, and in particular to the services provided by our local hospital. We have a very diverse community here in North Simcoe, and it's important to identify the most appropriate services that are required through our hospital to support that community. Equally, it's important to ensure that we have sustainable funding, and that is where the four mayors have focused their efforts. We will continue to work with the local hospital and the local LHIN to better understand the funding formula and to understand some common themes with regards to that formula, so we're in a position to make recommendations to the Ministry of Health. Again, I encourage our public and our residents to stay involved, and I assure you that the four local mayors will continue to work on this important matter for our community, and in particular, as I say, our focus will be on the funding to ensure that we have sustainable funding for our healthcare and hospital in our community. Thank you.